Hey y'all, April J. Peterson coming to you guys with the April Facts, period. Oh my God. So I got another chocolate one, y'all. Another chocolate one from Philly. The GOAT, the Mr. Underrated, the rapper, the uptown legend, the film director, the full-time dad, Mr. Black Deniro.
What's up?
What's up, Black?
I'm not the GOAT.
You not the GOAT? I think you the GOAT.
I'm not the GOAT.
I think you one of them.
The GOAT of what?
I think you are the GOAT of culture. The GOAT of culture.
That's a heavy statement.
That's a very heavy statement. I meant that.
You know why I say I'm not the GOAT? I always say that when people say that.
And why is that?
Because it can only be one GOAT. People call everybody the GOAT. Once you say you're the greatest of all times,
okay,
like Muhammad Ali is the GOAT.
Okay.
There's no boxer better than him.
I can challenge that and say Mike Tyson is, but okay.
No, Tyson not the GOAT.
Tyson is definitely the GOAT.
Muhammad Ali is the GOAT.
He has a better story.
Inside and out the ring. No, he does not.
He has a better story. Come on.
You gonna start this off like that?
Okay, I'm just saying.
How does Mike Tyson have a better story than Muhammad Ali?
Because Muhammad Ali had a bean pie. He got a better story than, Mike Tyson got a bean pie too.
Because
sorry, Mike, no disrespect. I don't want him to steal on me.
Because Muhammad Ali did something in the era of fear, where people were scared to do what he did.
Okay.
He went against people when they were scared to do that. He went against the government. He turned down he went to jail instead of going to the army. Okay. Like, he spoke for us all the time on national television in his spotlight when he could have lost sponsors and everything. And he, in all fairness, would have beat Mike because he beat George Foreman, and that was a Mike back then, a taller Mike.
I think Mike would have beat Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's a different conversation.
No disrespect. I like Muhammad Ali. I would say he's number 2, maybe.
He was the GOAT.
I mean, so you say. So since we speaking of GOATs, who's your top 5? I always ask rappers, who are your top 5?
Top 5 out of what?
Top 5 in rap.
In rap? Mm-hmm. Oh, man, you got to narrow it down to a top 5?
A top 5.
We talking of all time or in Philadelphia?
All time. We could do both.
That's a hard joint.
What's a hard one?
Of course, Tupac and Biggie is the top 2.
I say Hov and Biggie.
This is no order.
Beans.
This is no order.
Okay, sorry. I'm
gonna say Hov, Biggie, Pac, Scarface. Damn. Big Daddy Kane.
Big Daddy Kane. Okay, no disrespect to the Kane.
Because I gotta mix some old school with new school because it's different. It's only 5.
I mean, if you're gonna mix some new school, I mean, you gotta put J. Cole in it, probably.
I don't listen to J. Cole.
You don't like J. Cole?
I mean, and that's not no diss. That's not my type of music. I can't get into it.
Then what's your type of music?
I like oldies. I listen to a lot of old school. I listen to oldies more than rap.
You even like Temptations and shit?
With my hardest rap, I listen to the Isley Brothers.
Okay.
Luther Vandross. I'm old school.
Really?
But when it comes to rap, I've been listening to Favi a lot.
Okay.
T Grizzly.
Okay.
Freeway.
Okay. Shout out to Freeway. Legend. Another GOAT. I feel like there can be a whole herd of GOATs.
It's a lot of can't be.
It in my world.
Okay.
In my world, I feel like there can be a whole herd of GOATs. Like,
how?
They're the greatest.
It's 2 greatest of all times?
Yeah.
Of all times.
Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson. That's one of the 2. So I'm just
It's
saying.
great people. And then it's the greatest who've done it.
Okay. So I'm gonna do top 5 in Philly.
Top 5 in Philly?
Top 5 in Philly.
Then I gotta get another top 5 in the other joint, and I'm gonna say Nas. Because I put Siegel in that one. So now if we're going top 5 in Philly, I'm still going to go Siegel.
I think Siegel was in both, but go ahead. This is my opinion.
Heck, it's so many. I'm going to say Meek.
Definitely Meek.
You said my top 5, so.
I think Reed Dollar should go on that list.
I liked Hattie out of all of them.
I don't know. I probably should have said like a top 15.
I like Hattie. Yeah, it's so
Philly
many.
too
It's
hot.
too many in Philly.
Philly
like,
too hot.
It's too many. So
Yeah.
I gotta go with Siegel. I gotta go with Young Chris. I gotta go with the old Gilly.
The get down on the ground Gilly?
Nah, before that.
Oh, okay. Major figure Gilly?
The old Gilly.
Yeah, that's us Gilly. Okay.
So I said Siegel, Meek, Gil. Who else? It's so many, man. It's so many good ones. And I gotta go with Hattie.
I like the battle rappers.
And then I gotta go with Cree Forge.
Okay. I like Hollow Man.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like that.
Enes.
Yeah, I can't. It's too many. It's too many. It's Nuff. It's Enes. It's Reed. It's Hattie.
It's so many.
It's Core.
It's Real bad.
The whole state property. Like all of them.
Yes.
All them niggas is
yes,
good. Like,
absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? So
shout out to Chris and Neve.
Spado. It's too many, man. Because you'll forget about people. You know what I'm saying? You got to go back to. Man, I used to like Boy Backs.
I don't think I know who that is.
He from Ram Squad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
cool. So, rapper. You know, you sold drugs. You did time in jail.
I don't like how that sound.
I'm not I'm not trying to sabotage your image or anything like that. I'm just making a point here. You've overcame a lot of, adversity. Like, right. I want to know a little bit more about you. I feel like you're like a ghost, like in Philly. Like, we know you exist. We see you every now and then. You make a statement and then you out. Like, I don't really see you around too much. So I want to know a little bit more about
Philly's
you.
most underrated.
Philly's most underrated, but like, what's your story?
I mean, I get that. I meet people a lot and they say, "Oh, I heard of you, but I didn't know it was you." I don't know. We living in an era of a lot of goofy tactics, so I don't bring too much attention to myself in that way.
Okay, what's goofy?
When you hard, when you really hard body as far as your work ethic. And it's like extreme talent over, I feel like extremely talent over a lot of people that do the same things I do, whether it was rap or films. Okay. And you doing it by yourself and people see it and they don't really acknowledge it as much. It's the realest ones, the really realest ones always be kind of the last to finish and they just get it bigger. Okay. Because a lot of people that say that, I'm in the inside of the game, so I know a lot of frauds. I know a lot of people who faking it. I know a lot of people that speak the same talking I'm talking, but I know too much of the fake stuff or the conniving things that you did to get where you at. Or, you know what I'm saying? I don't do none of that. Okay. So, and I don't do nothing goofy. I'm not on the internet acting stupid. I don't bring attention to myself. Right. You know, like you said, it's always my daughters. I was posting my daughters so much. I got over 8,000 archive pictures. And 6,000 of them was probably my kids. Okay. So my publicist was like, you gotta chill. Right. You don't want to confuse the audience. So it was never like just doing crazy stuff on the gram or, I'm not really a clubber, so you don't see me in the clubs all the time. I don't roll with an entourage. I've never rolled with an entourage. Okay. You never saw me with an entourage, even when I was rapping. It was either me, my brother, one of my daughters, or a female with me. Okay. That's how I moved.
Now, guess what? Now, I didn't see you in some places I didn't expect to see you. So, some years ago, I was watching Cassidy and Goods battle. And I said, is that Black? So, I'm like, wait. So, I'm like, okay, I know Black is from Uptown. Maybe, that's an Uptown thing. He's supporting Cassidy. And then, fast forward, some time later, I see you posted up in pics with Good. So it seemed like you guys are friends. Do you mind sharing like what that relationship is like?
See, the thing with that goes back to what you said earlier. I'm at all the battles. Okay. You just don't see me. Yeah, you do. I don't make myself know. I'm at all the battles. I'm at Calico battles, the big ones. I'm at Calicos. I'm at John battles. I'm at Hollow the Dime battles. Okay. I'm at Murder Mook battles, Tay Rock battles. I'm at everybody big battles on Gnome, on Smack, Battle Academy. I'm just not seen. I'm in the back. I play the back. All right. So some of them I'm up close a little bit more.
Okay. So would you say you're the ninja of Philadelphia?
Yeah, I just don't. I'll be chilling. I'm there. They just don't know. I don't get too close because I'm not with the somebody come running up in my face and your mans and mess around and spit on me or something and then I mess the whole battle up. Okay. So, but as far as the question, yeah, Goods is a good friend of mine. Cassidy been a friend of mine for over 20 years now. Okay. So it always put me in a predicament where people from the outside in, they don't know what they talking about. Okay. You feel what I'm saying? For instance, like I was with Goods and I think we was in Atlanta. Okay. So I was with Goods, hanging out with Goods 2-3 days before the battle. I'm in Atlanta. We moving around. We going out to eat. We clubbing. We doing this, that, and the third. But when Cassidy get there, I'm actually in the dressing room with Goods. And I say, my folks just stepped in the building. I got it. You know what I'm saying? And they might say little jokes because all Goods homies is considered my homies now too. Okay. Cause we all be together so many times in Texas, Atlanta,
I was a little confused because Philly stick with Philly.
Yeah, but I don't do the geographical thing. Right. It's just me as a man personally. So I'm like, yo, this is my guy for 25 years. Okay. You my man too. Right. I gotta go stand with my man. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Equally just as good. So when I get over there, with him, they might say go ahead, stand to the losing side, whatever, blah blah blah. Okay. But it's just all, you know what I mean, what it is. And then I go over there and I stand with Cass. But when the battle was over, me and Cass chopped it up briefly. And I was with Goods for the next 2 days going out partying, clubbing. You know what I'm saying? So me and Cassidy, we talk all the time. Okay. Like he texted me and said, yo, I love you, bro. Okay. A lot of people don't do that.
So y'all have like a big brother, little brother relationship?
Yeah, well, back then, now he's a grown man. We just got a friendship. Okay. And no matter what, when people say what they say about him or try to kick him when his down points in life, I don't do that because man, his relationship always been solid. Right. And Goods is so real, he understands that. Goods cannot. It's not that he dislike Cassidy. I'm just saying in general, it could be somebody that he might not really like, because I got a couple homies that he don't like. He tell me straight up, I don't like that nigga. He corny. Okay. But he respects the fact that I'm a grown man and I'm choose to be with. You know what I mean? Who I deal with. Okay. As long as it ain't nobody throwing no bullets at each other and all that old double stuff. So it's a joint like that. Even with the Easy and Goods battle. Me and Goods do business together. We get money together.
And he was in your movie.
We done did, because Goods do things that a lot of people in Philly don't do. Okay. He say, I'm coming to your premiere. He be there. Mm-hmm. From the time I met him, he say, I'm doing this. He be there. He come to my parties. I go to his parties. We do things. We get money together. We do things together. Yeah. All the time. We talk every other day. You feel what I'm saying? And we rock with each other. I don't have to tell him to throw nothing up when I come out with something. When you look in Philly, you might see people that supposed to be close with me ain't throw my trailer up yet, the Dope Girls. Right. Ain't throw my trailer up yet, the Jenny. Mm-hmm. Ain't been to none of my premieres yet. Right. They still counting the one premiere they came through 10 years ago at Brush. They ain't been to 4 other movie premieres. Goods come to every one. Goods do. So when I'm standing with him next to Easy, people saying, oh my God, he's standing next to Easy and I mean, Goods, he out of pocket. I don't know Easy. Okay. I know him, but I don't know him. Meaning he did something good, what he's doing, just like anybody else, whether it's anybody that was coming up, I reach out to him. Okay. Good job. I see what you're doing. I'm watching you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You this, you that. I see you, bro. Keep pushing. But we don't have a personal relationship to me to go stand next to Easy and 30 niggas that I don't know. Right. I don't know none of them. How can I stand next to them and be like, oh, we from Philly? Right. I don't know y'all. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing personal. I just don't know y'all. But I know all these niggas are. So if something pop off, I'm going to fight all the niggas that protect, that rock with me when I come to Texas and come to my niggas in New York when I do this, that, and the third. And be mixing my niggas that I'm with all day. You ain't gonna have no peace. With 30 people that I don't know. It don't make sense. You feel what I'm saying? So long as I know what the truth is and we know what it is, that's what it is. So I got a good relationship with both of them, Goods and Cassidy.
That's what's up. Now, I gotta ask. I'm a Philly head. Got it. I want to pour some wine, by the way. Thank you. So I have to do this again. Am I good? Sound good to me. All right. So I'm a Philly head. I love Philly rap. It's a shame. Like, I really had to start giving other cities chances, but I'm a busy woman, so when I do get to listen to music, I like to listen to the rap from my city. Plus, you know, the best spitters is in Philly anyway. I know that, you know, from your music, you know, you and Arab is friends or, you know, companions, whatever you want to call it. How is that relationship now with him being away?
I probably spoke to Ab maybe 4 times since he's been down. I haven't really spoken to him since. We talked. I remember the very last conversation. And he's like, "Man, you already know where we at with me for life. Like that's my dog for life, man. I still talk about him. I still keep him in the midst of conversations. You know, I don't do it publicly a lot. I do it behind bars when people ask, you know, who is this in Philly? Who is that? I'm like, nah, this guy is what he say he is. It's my guy. You know what I'm saying? It's an unfortunate situation. I actually prayed. You know what I mean? I made dua for a lot of people say, always say, I'm praying for you in the comments or praying here, and they don't do it. I make it a point to really do that when I do that, because that's the only way that's going to help, because I believe in Allah. So I prayed for him, and, you know, hopefully he'll get an appeal and overcome that situation. But yeah, that's my guy. We still, even if, you know, it's people out here that I haven't spoken to in a long time. I don't even be talking to my brothers. People think me and my brothers talk all the time. It'd be a whole month now. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk to my brother or see him. He got his own family. I got mine. Right. Sometimes that happen with friends, and we just reach out here and there. You know what I'm saying? And do that, like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. And the reason why I'm asking, like, about your friendships in the industry, because I've seen you in pics and you know, music projects with just about everybody. Like, I know you're friends with Gilly, you're friends with Freeway. I seen recently on your page you were, you know, flicked up with Jadakiss, so I'm assuming you guys are working on something. So I'm just like, how is this guy so connected to the, you know, very respected, you know, musicians and entertainers, and be, you know, so overlooked? You know what I mean? Or is it safe to say?
I can't answer that question. I don't know. It's just something I can never figure out. A lot of people say, "Are they your friends?" When they say certain things about, you know, the way they watch from the outside in and see if the, you know, support is right. But sometimes people help a lot behind closed doors that you don't see as well, like Freeway. So it's never a question about Freeway. He another guy who just called me recently after he had his own show. Somebody, you know, he just had a sold out joint, crazy joint at the Fillmore, and called me and I mean, talked to me the next day and said, "Man, I got a lot of love and respect for you." A lot of people be on their high horse. They be all over the place.
Yeah, your premiere and his show was the same night.
Yeah, and also he'll call and congratulate me. He's somebody else that'll text me and say, "I love you." Awesome. And a lot of men act like they scared to do that. Right. Yo, boy, I love you.
Shout out to
Freeway. You know what I'm saying? And so that's a friend. You know, and I don't have to ask him to do things. I was talking to him about something just recently. He said, "Yo, send me whatever you got to post for your movie." And I ain't shoot it right over. Here you go, just because he's gonna do it. I wait until the time is right, and when I really need that support, and I'll send it to him. That's my guy. As far as everybody else, you know, we cool. I'm cool with everybody. It's just sometimes I don't get it. But at the same day, it just make me work harder, push harder. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed. I'm financially stable to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? So it's just I got to get it out the mud on my own still. You know what I'm saying? Nobody never threw a rope down to me. Nobody. Anybody, I just said that on my grant. Anybody that ever made it that I know in this industry, ain't never throw a rope down for me. And at this point, you can't even take it personal. It's just like, it is what it is. You made it without me, I'll make it without you.
Right. Hey.
You know what I mean?
That's a Black Deniro fact. Yeah. Period.
You're right.
So Black, is it safe to say, that's what I was going to say a while ago, is it safe to say that Philly is full of haters, you know, like popular people chasers, switch-siders, you know, because I kind of feel that a little bit in our city. I love my city, but it is what it is.
I wouldn't go as far as haters.
Okay.
I would say a lot of people in Philly have a lot of pride. You know, Like for instance, I was talking to somebody. Talking to Nakia Dillard.
Okay.
And I was telling him, I throw seminars, get started now seminars, and I teach people how to make their films better. I teach people how to get started with their books, how to do. And a lot of people will look at me like, who is him? If Jay-Z came and did it, they'd be, oh my God, Hov know everything. He'll do it. But I know for a fact that and it's not no bragging. I just know for a fact that my work is better than them when it comes to films. Almost everybody in Philly.
One of my followers want to ask you a question. I'm sorry, Blake. I'm listening to you. I just want to prep you for that. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm listening.
When I'm doing it, they see the quality. They see the storyline. They know what's going on. They see that my second full-length film not only made it to Netflix, it stayed on there for 3 years and it trended for a total of 8 months.
You talking about Backfire?
Yeah, and it was the fourth most watched movie on Netflix for 24 hours straight. That's heavy. So a lot of people pride will not let them come learn from me. It'll be like, who is he? I'm better than him. I can write. That's not gonna, but it's not. It's not. I'm here to help, but they don't want to. That's just like somebody that I look at. I'm a realist, so I can look at somebody's joints and say, oh, I need some work to do. I don't look at people's stuff, and there's no shots. I don't look at people's stuff and be like, oh man, I gotta step it up. Like when I was rapping and I'm listening to Seagull, I'm listening to Jadakiss, I'm listening to these people, I'd be like, damn, I gotta go in the house and get back. I gotta get back to the drawing board. Nobody do that for me. But I'm sure people do that. They look at my joints and they know what's up. But the pride won't let them come learn from me. The pride won't let them come ask me no questions. The pride won't let them follow me on Instagram. The pride won't let them, the ego and the pride won't come and say, yo man, how you doing it? How'd you even make it to these platforms? It's just, they won't do that. I say pride and perception is a lot of people's downfall. Okay.
Yeah, so definitely so.
I don't think it's hate.
I want to know, like, how did you get here? Like, what was Black Deniro as a kid, as a teenager, as a young adult to now? That's what I really want to know.
I was blessed with ambition.
Okay. So what does that journey look like?
The journey was kind of rough, but it was kind of like a lot of people's journey. Okay. My story is just like the average black person, black male. 80% of us, I would say. So it's just that a lot of people wasn't blessed with ambition. Some people will be blessed with talent. Some people will be blessed with just that it factor. Okay. Some people are blessed with ambition. I'd rather be blessed with the ambition because you can be not as good as somebody, but in the one ball of ambition is hustle, it's determination, it's drive. Absolutely. All of that is in ambition. Talent is just talent. Right. That's it. Whereas though I know people with great talent who got all of these records, never put them out, all these books but never publish them, all these ideas and scripts sitting in a room that they wrote when they was in jail, never put them out. Right. So my ambition kept me going through the times when I ain't had no father and my mom was on drugs and my aunts was on drugs and I had to take care of my brothers and we was in shelters and group homes and foster care and jail and boot camp and in the streets and all the things I had to go through. My ambition never let me stop. That God blessed me with to be able to get to where I'm at now. Okay. Over 25 years of being independent, and I pay my bills off talent. Okay. So.
Now, do you think, like, coming from uptown, and when I say uptown, I'm thinking about uptown in late 90s, early 2000s, when
my years right there.
Yeah, your prime years, right? Ooh. So I always assumed that you were somewhat privileged. And, do you feel like that's something that a lot of people may assume about you?
Yeah, I talked about that before. A lot of people thought that I was, because, I migrated uptown. So I would say uptown by way of North Philly. Okay. Meaning, I was raised at 2803 West Oakdale Street until I was 12, 13 years old. Okay. Then that's when I went to the shelter and, I came through the one-hitter quitter coke days, crack cocaine days. Wow. So it was tearing my family up. We went to DHS. Like I said, I lived in a shelter for about a month, taking care of my brothers, bagging up groceries, pouring corn liquor for the old heads, and down on 100th Street at my godfather Billy Jackson garage on 25th and 100th. I did a lot of things like
Real
that.
North Philly.
Yeah. I'm from North Philly. Like, they call me Putt down North Philly. Anybody that know me from North Philly, they knew my mom, Miss Dot, and they knew that my name was Putt.
Wow.
My aunt came and got me out of foster care when I was around 14.
Okay.
And that was 69th and Ogans, and then I ended up on Forest Avenue.
Okay.
So, long story short, you know, I ran cross country, started playing sports, volleyball, basketball. I did everything.
Wow.
Cutting hair. And then time fast forward a little bit, and I ended up kind of hustling like the same way Ace did in the movie from Paid in Full. Like, somebody put something in my hand and told me to hold it for them, because they was taking a trip down J Street. Back then, that's where you had to get the lean, what they call it now.
You
wasn't
the real
lean.
Ace?
Yeah, it was juice. They had to go down. I'm talking real juice days, Brome, and they don't know about, a lot of people don't even know about Brome and the real juice that he was going down there. Had to get it from South Philly or J Street mainly. Okay. And when he came back, it was gone. I ended up moving it, and then from there, just my aggression, coming from being a stick-up kid and being willing to fight and willing to do whatever I had to do, and my brain being real smart, I ended up taking over a whole neighborhood, ended up doing the thing that I said I didn't want to do, selling the same thing that destroyed my family. Right. But while I was doing that, I was always rapping. Okay. So I was on Siegel Street rapping with Murder Mill, Beanie Siegel, shout out the News, Siegel brother. He used to always call me. I used to pull up. I was always rapping with these guys, Raisi, Nickel Bags, Nikki Flowers. I'm rapping with all these good guys, my man Fu, and I was hot. I just didn't really care about rap because I was hustling. So when they saw me in these videos,
fast, I'm sure.
I got on $1,000 Robin jeans. I'm switching Gucci belts inside and Gucci sneaks inside of one video. You can see it in Superman videos and stuff like that. I got on Magnum Muskoskas. I got on Gucci frames. I got on Ferragamo lenses. I got the Rollie on, the Tic Tac Cartier, the chains. So they looking at it like, oh, he from Uptown. He must got a mother and a father. He must got somebody doing this for him. Nah. I did this on my own, and it was rough up there. It wasn't like it was sweet as people thought it was. Okay. You know, I had to get that spot. It wasn't easy. Like, ain't nobody to say, yo, you could just have that spot. I come from a powerful block where you had to prove yourself to even be standing out there. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So,
would you consider yourself the king of Uptown?
Nah, I consider myself for help paving the way, because it was a lot of guys that helped pave the way, but way before me, like Craig Haynes and, you know what I'm saying, my man Blood. It was a lot of people that, you know what I'm saying, even Aaron Jones. It was a lot of people that made stamps uptown. I'm in there, though. Okay. I'm definitely in there. Okay. You know, because a lot of people didn't get a name until they got on, or they just that and the third. I was always that. And it's nothing to brag about now, but it wasn't no silver spoon handed. I had to earn mine. And that's where it came from.
That's what's up. So what made you transition to film?
Just writing. Call it a hidden blessing.
Very
That's that
creative.
ambition. You
the
never
twist
know.
with your movies is crazy. Like, you'll be sitting there like, okay, cool, thinking that you catching on, and then it's a whole twist. Like, you're very creative. Shout out to Black Deniro, the most underrated in Philly. So yeah, Black. So I think I'm gonna have to have you back on for like a panelist discussion.
All right.
That'll work. You want to stick around? Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna ask you a little bit more adulting questions. Mm-hmm. The next shot.
What was the question? That was from the person, or you?
No, I'm talking to you.
Oh, I thought you had a question from somebody.
No. I do have a question, but I'll ask that.
Oh, okay.
On the next one. I'm good.